Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the weekly video. Right, so technically this is not a weekend analysis video but more of a midweek. Alright, and what we had was a trader asked me regarding news, alright, regarding how we manage and how we use this news to be part of our trading plan, and how we adopt or how we approach all this news, alright. In other words, I would like to share with you also how we deal with all this and how we use this to prepare ourselves for the upcoming week as well. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to walk you through is I use this Forex Factory calendar function pretty much, alright, and I feel that it's more than sufficient to give you the data required to plan your trade. Alright, so let's take a look at this week, alright. This week is basically the 8th November to the 14th November. Right, by quickly scanning through what's happening, you can see that on Monday to Tuesday, right, there's not much of the high impact news happening. All right, and if you scroll down to Wednesday itself, which is today, what you are seeing here over is there are some banks holiday. All right, Canadian and US are having their holidays, so this gives you a quick idea that if you're doing intraday trading, all right, today New York session will be pretty quiet, and so you might want to consider not doing that for this day. And if you look at the high impact news, right, what we had is that 5:30 later on, we do have the Clement count change coming in as well, and this is pretty important as it is gonna impact the market itself. So then you want to decide, how are you going to manage your trade? Are you going to protect your capital by moving stop loss? Are you going to, if you spot potential entries, are you going to take them, or you are going to wait for the news to release before you analyze again, whether you want to take that trade? So these are things that can give you an idea of how you want to prepare yourself in response to the market. All right, and if you look at Thursday and Friday, that's where majority of the events will be happening for this week itself. All right, Thursday morning we have the Aussie unemployment rate as well as employment change, followed by Euro ECB. Alright, President Draghi is going to have a conference, followed by US Fed Yellen will be talking, and Friday itself is where some of the US data will be coming in, for example the PPI as well as the retail sales. Right, so this is how you can prepare for yourself. So the overall picture for this week is that the news event is going to be mainly driven and mainly be released during the end of the week. So what we expect is that, at the beginning of the week, the market is going to be slow, it's not going to be having much movement, and couple this with Wednesday US bank holidays, alright? Things like this, alright? So then you can prepare yourself how the market is going to be, happening and rolling out this week. And therefore it prepares you psychologically as well as emotionally on how to handle your trades and your trading plan for the week. Right? So through this, I would like to also bring you to how I couple this kind of planning together with technical analysis. Right? So let me bring you to the technical chart. Alright, the first pair I would like to share with you is the Euro Pound. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the fundamental aspect of the Euro. Alright, everyone knows that, right, if you follow the news, alright, you should also know that Euro is fundamentally very weak. Right, and when you look at this, what you are looking at on this chart is also the downtrend. Alright, price is forming a lower low and a lower high. So what you are seeing is technical and fundamental are both aligned. So this gives you the extra confidence, when you are taking a trade when both of these are in confluence. Right, so what we have in terms of potential setup, right, technical analysis aspect, we do have a potential godly pattern setting up over here. Right, from X to A to B, alright, a very deep retracement of your B leg, followed by C to D, right? Because the retracement of this leg is pretty deep, alright, I'm going to show you for the 127 extension, alright, it's somewhere around the 72.40s, alright, 72.35. So what you're looking at is that your entry, right, the area of interest is over here, and your stops will go above your X, and you can see that it's a pretty tight stop. So this will definitely give you a very decent risk to reward ratio. Right, so let me drop you the lines. Right, so this is where the area of interest should price comes up to this level. Alright, we'll be looking for a shorting opportunity. Right, the next pair I want to walk you through is pound dollar. All right, once again, if you're looking at fundamental aspect, all right, last week itself when BOE released their statement, all right, their meetings itself, they're basically pretty dovish, and that resulted in price having a huge fall over it. And this coupled with the dollar strength, all right, from NFP last week, we have one of the highest. The print was 271, all right, so it was one of the highest in the past few months. So this coupled with the technical part of it, all right, we do see an opportunity to take a short trade as well. So if I put in my Fibonacci from the recent top to the recent low, we do see a confluence of a previous structure over here with a 50% retracement, right, around the 52.60. So should price comes up to this level, that's where we'll be looking for a short opportunity. Alright, so if we are shorting over here, our stops will have to go above the 786 and our target will have to be around, not have to, but what we can go is or we can target is around the previous low level, and this gives us a risk to reward of 1.5. Alright, not too bad for target 1. Right, the last pair I want to go through with you is the pound kiwi. Alright, so if you look at the overall trend in terms of technical, right, it was previously in a downtrend and price has formed 3 bottoms, alright, 1, 2, and 3. And what's more important is on top of this triple dot bottom, alright, price has broken above its previous high. So what we are technically seeing over here is a potential trend reversal. Alright, and if I pull in my Fibonacci, we have a potential advanced pattern coming up as well. Right, from X to A, we see a retracement towards the 50%, right, but not touching on 618. So this gives us, a potential bad pattern. Right, and the bad pattern completes at the 88.6 retracement level. Right, and if I drop in a horizontal line around this level, what we see is we do have some confluence of structure level as well. Right, so if price comes down to this level, that's where we'll be looking for an opportunity to buy. Right, so once again, if you look at the pairs that I'm looking and sharing with you in this video, it's really on the pound. Alright, you can see euro, pound, pound dollar, and pound New Zealand. Right, so this is of course in line with the news that is coming up today as well. Alright, if the news comes in as bearish, price might be falling and eventually, alright, reach an exhaustion level and hitting our entry, alright, for this pair. And if you're looking at pound dollar, alright, if it's bullish, alright, it might go up and hit our entry, alright, facing a resistance in the previous structure level, and it might come down, alright. But of course, if the news came out is negative, meaning the price will continue falling, then nothing to worry about, because then this trade will not be triggered anyway. Alright, so this is some of the mental preparation that you have to walk through, you know, when you plan your trade in line with how these news are coming out. You know, prepare and you need to do certain preparation so that you know how to respond, alright, or even anticipate what will happen should the news come in as positive or even when the news comes as negative. Alright, so I hope that this video gives you some clearer idea of how you can handle various news events, alright, together with your trading plan. Alright, and I would like to point out that different traders have different style of handling that. Alright, so I'm just pretty much sharing with you how we handle it, alright, and giving you certain insights, but you have to figure out what suits yourself. Alright, lastly, I would like to bring you to the forum. Alright, if you are on Forex Factory, alright, do follow us on this thread. Right, it's called the #AskResearch, right, under trading discussion tab. So what we'll be doing is I'll be posting some of the discussion and some ideas on this thread, and right, what I would like you to do is really to join in, alright, and not only just contribute, but feel free to ask questions, alright, drop certain topics that you'd like me to share during the video. So this will give me some insights as to what to talk about, rather than, you know, every week coming in just to share with you different setups. Alright, I would like to make this a little bit more educational as well. Alright, so other than that, I'll see you in the next video. So do trade according to your plan and trade cautiously. I'll see you next time.